Spec Ray, may I say something real quick? And I
No,
don't mean
hold
to,
on a second, Wednesday.
okay.
Can I let Tony speak? Because Tony hasn't said a
Sure,
word.
sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, see, I used to work with kids that went through DV situations and stuff like that. So this shit here, it really grinds my gears. When I heard the recording the first time, I damn near punched my phone in half because people like this tend to they slip through the cracks, and I hate the fact that he has a platform, and he still does. It annoys me that there are people that still follow him. This man, I was even there when he did sexualize it. This man used his child as a sexual weapon against another man that had nothing to. Come on, what? It takes a psycho to do some shit like that. This me personally, I think he's done this more than once. This is a sick individual. Like the fact that there's people that still even try. Like it is extremely disgusting. I ain't gonna lie. I was levied beyond belief when I first heard it because, like I said, I used to work with kids that had things happen to them by their own family members, mothers and fathers, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, I don't know.
I,
We really need to get him up off this app. I mean,
yes.
of course, it's not gonna
So,
happen,
hold
but
a second, guys.
yeah,
I need a minute because I just looked up something on my internet and it just really just.
This isn't the first time.
I want to read this to you guys.
It isn't the first time.
I said, give me a minute. I need you to be silent because I need to
Yes,
read
ma'am.
this. Please. I looked up how early can a child remember trauma? Study shows that babies can recall traumatic events, particularly those that occurred during the first year of its life. While you may not remember the exact details of what happened, you can retain the feeling, the experience, shaping their behavior and their responses later.
Fathers are supposed to
Okay,
protect
fuck all
us.
this fake bullshit y'all doing. Y'all don't
Get
give a
him
fuck
down.
about
Get
nobody
him
but your
down.
goddamn
Get him
self. Good
down. Get him down.
So bad.
The sad part is our fathers and our mothers are supposed
This
to
is so
protect
bad.
us. And although we have a wild side of this app, we're people. We're people with hearts.
This baby remembers this. This baby remembers this. This baby remembers this. And he will respond for the rest of his life. He remembers it. He remembers it. It has changed that baby for the rest of his life. For the rest of his life, he will remember. He will respond in fear. He will have a failure to launch in life because his father broke 5 different parts on his body. And y'all want to talk about, we are talking about it because we don't like, you guys are weird. Shit is just, I'm so triggered.
and no, this isn't a joke for whoever said that. No, it's not. This isn't satire. None of this. This shit is real. He actually did this.
Man, they know this shit real. If y'all want to take his side, run y'all ass over there. Ain't nobody finna explain shit to y'all ass. You just showing your true colors, goddammit. He did that to his child. And a lot of y'all just don't give a damn because he ain't do it to your child. But a lot of y'all standing up for that man wouldn't even let him watch your damn children. Get y'all weird ass on, gang. I swear that's how people get their ass clapped.
And all I can think about is his daughter too, because his daughter's older. So just
She
think
probably
like
remembers.
she remembers, she heard, she felt, she seen, like even with her being in the house, the things that he does, the walls aren't that thick. She can hear. She sees things that we don't see. She hears things that we don't hear. This man got on bags with a toy in front of everybody
Yep.
on live, and I Speak had his son with him.
Yep. I remember that. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, these
Like,
people don't care for them kids. They don't. These people don't. Like I said,
Can,
if he was
I
comfortable
spoke
enough to
to
do
his
that,
wife, yeah.
And telling people he's going to take their man. I'll take your brother. I'll take your man.
I don't even care
Just
about any of that.
vibes.
and he's
Guys,
That is
doing
I
this
true.
talked to
all in front of
Alicia,
his daughter. He's doing this
Patrick
junk all in front of
Genty,
his daughter.
Go ahead,
the
Queen.
mother of Patrick Genty's 3 children. Her name is Alicia Bowman. She reached out to me on this very app. Her and I talked. Alicia, I know you in the live, sweetie. I know you are. We talked about what we talked about. I promise I told you this, honey. I would never take our private messages on this app just to destroy your ex-husband. We can stop all this foolishness now. Some of you black women on here, I want to say your name, but I don't know if Ray want me to do that. So I'm going to keep it as civil as I can. You all ought to be ashamed of yourself. Patrick Genty has been bullying this woman for the past decade. When he was on his live, when Petty Rowe and Kappa the Cap talked about this on their live, Alicia saw those. Alicia saw mostly all of his black women supporters turn against her. And she told me, there's no camaraderie. I said, well, listen, I'm black and you're white. I'm not one of them. Because I stand by women, period. I don't care what color you are. She said she heard Kappa blame it on her because her and her mother are white people. And you are trying to be friends, whatever it is. But I'm going to say this, honey, because it needs to be said. You can talk to me about it later in the messages. When we get off this, including her. Patrick has been nothing but trouble for this woman and her kids. He's not a good person. Anybody that could sit up there and lie to his fans and say it never happened, rather than taking accountability, you know he's not sorry. She knows he's not sorry. And I'm going to get off and I'm not going to say much because I do, when I tell somebody I'm not going to out you, I'm not going to say, I stand by that. It's not serious enough for me to pull me and Alicia's private messages and what we talked about. But one thing, Patrick Genty fans, keep this in mind. The mother of the child whose bones Patrick Genty broke, the doctors found old and new fractures, she still doesn't believe her son got the justice he needed. And I can guarantee you she told me that. It's in writing. So yeah, he needs to be deplatformed. He's a monster. As early as last year, them kids and stuff were in therapy. It's all a joke. And I'm going to say something else while I'm on here. The only reason these battlers are protecting Pat is because of the money. They don't care what he did. He could have sexually assaulted somebody. They would not care because money drives everything. Patrick gone, who's going to want to battle all these people like that? So I'm done. Wife, excuse me, she's an empath. She's a sweet lady. We talked about a lot. She's very, very private. She's very, she doesn't like to put herself out there. But when she's seen Patrick's black women blame her and her mother because of the color of their skin, rather than making him be held acceptable, that did it for her. That did it for her. And that's what Patrick wanted it to do. He wants to keep her quiet. But I'm here. I'm her voice. And I'm stepping down back into the chats. Patrick is a monster. Deep
Thank you,
classic.
Queen.
Oh, I'm
Jason,
sorry,
please
y'all.
mute yourself.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Mute yourself, please. Mute yourself, Jason.
I'm sorry. So
Jason. Jason,
yes.
can you mute yourself, please?
Oh,
All right, me. Me, would you like to speak?
Hi, yes. Hi. I just want to point out to everybody, first of all, this is heartbreaking. It's horrible, disgusting. But I just want to point out to everybody that when they finally did take the baby to the hospital, Patrick drove an hour and a half away from his house to take the baby to the hospital. Not only did he wait for the fractures to start healing before he took the baby to the hospital, but they drove an hour and a half. I live a 4-minute drive from the hospital that Patrick took the baby to, from Jersey Shore Hospital. There's a hospital in Atlantic City. Not only is there a hospital in Atlantic City, but they passed an hour and a half because he wanted to go to a hospital, I'm sure, that was not around his house, thinking he could avoid CPS. I just wanted to point that out to everybody.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who's next? Eat. You came back in. Do you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say something about all his people, man. They crucified Moses. I'm just going to point this out. They crucified Moses on some stuff that Moses didn't even do. But they don't want to crucify him, and he did what he did, and there's evidence showing that he did it. You see the double standards? How Chris Rock said it? Selected outrage. You see that shit? Don't make any sense.
Thank you, Eat. Red Hook. Red Hook. You come in my lives and you ask to get in the box, but you don't really say anything. Do you want to talk? Red Hook? All right, Jason. Jason?
yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. So I just hopped in the live in the middle of the conversation, and I don't really know what's going on or who these people are. And I'd like to know. When I hopped onto the conversation, there was somebody defending the man because of somebody touching his child at the daycare or some shit. I don't know, but no matter what, if anybody touches the child, they deserve to be unalived. But so can you inform me on what is actually the topic of y'all's live?
Coming up here, but I think you need to go back into the comment section so you can be told what's happening, or you should listen more, because this is, to me, unreasonable that you would come in the box to ask what's happening. And this is distracting.
Well, I mean, I know that some man is broke his child's bones. I just don't know who he is.
Oh, if so, the question is, who broke his child's bone? Pat Genty.
Okay, well, he's a piece of trash and deserves everything that he gets.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
I agree that he needs to be removed off this platform, and that's what we're here to do today. So if you
Removed
have
off
any
this
followers,
platform and from society, period. Anything that I can do to help you, please let me know. Other than that, y'all have a nice night. I'm going to continue to listen.
please, thank you. I appreciate that. Blunt juice, blunt.
It's blunt juice. But you can call it juice, whatever.
You'll have to kick me out. I don't know how to get out of here.
Oh, you blunt juice now. I see how you something else. You know that.
I think her name was. Go ahead, blunt juice.
So all I gotta say is Genty is the most diabolical, evil, hypocritical, toxic parasite to the Black community, to the community on TikTok. He's extremely narcissistic. He's extremely abusive, verbally abusive to especially Black women who don't dick ride him. And he just deserves not more than the deplatforming, okay? He deserves to be in jail. Period. Because he doesn't bring no type of positivity, progression, or anything to anywhere he goes. Period. And the fact that he's still standing this monstrosity of a person is absolutely mind-boggling to me. Because he doesn't bring nothing positive to nowhere. Like, I don't understand why people are sitting here and supporting a child abuser. It makes no sense to me, bro. That's all I gotta say.
It makes no sense to me either. When I heard for myself what he done, it took me a minute because I wanted to make sure that my motive was right, because Patrick has attacked me as a Black woman as well. He has sent his followers to attack my account. I mean, you name it, he's done it to me. And I wanted to make sure that the reason why I was talking about this was because I wanted to bring awareness and to protect other children. Until I could, and when I finally could center myself and put my feelings aside, that's when I spoke about it. And it took me almost a month, because this has been going on for at least a month, right? That's when I found out about it. And so your live is flagged for harassment and bullying. Repeat violations could result to live being discontinued. So I just got a flag. That's expected. I understand him.
You can continue on, because I get that sometimes too. It's just
Okay. I'm not gonna,
yeah.
I mean, listen. I don't even, Jen.
Can we get chat blast,
That's
please?
a lot. I can't read these. Hey.
Yeah. Hey, it's Jen. Hi.
Oh, hi, Jen.
May I speak, or is somebody
Yeah,
still
go ahead.
Okay. I just
I know
wanted
I'm
to come up
tough on
here
the
one
speaking
quick.
because I can't take it.
Yeah, I just wanted to come up here one quick second, then I'm going to back down, because there was something I just kind of wanted to add to the conversation. So I've been following this for a long time. I follow Sobe, I follow Blaze, all of them. But there is one thing I kind of want to mention that I haven't really heard be discussed yet. And I've seen people say that, you know, if it's not their own, that they're not going to worry about it. Meaning, like, if it's not their own family, that they're not going to worry about it. And I think that's something that kind of needs to be focused on as well, because I feel like if my child was anywhere that you know, you as a parent, you can't be with your kids 24/7. You can't. So if my child was out anywhere and was being harmed in any type of way, I would hope that someone would step in and help my child, as I would do for any other child. And I've